Calxiyn and Hunter here. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember that you guys should become patrons over on Patreon. So, the gays are at it again.
So, I feel like that, like, there's two
pivotal gay moments. There's Aaron saying that, you know, listing Yang amongst people who are in love with Blake, because she was like, Sun, Ilya, Yang, Adam, and
then
now
there was
this.
Ilya being a canonical lesbian, and then there was this.
Well, that was months ago. That doesn't matter anymore. This is for Volume 6.
Unlike some people, I still love them. And
okay,
I feel like this is the type of question, like, there's 3 questions that get asked every time. What's your favorite, like, ship?
Okay, hold on.
What's your favorite ship? Say something about Michael. And then tell me when someone's gonna be gay.
Okay, Hunter, we gotta pay attention.
And this is the gay.
How do you feel about the possibility or already?
I love how, like, pause this for a second.
Okay,
Look
so
at how...
this sounds like terrible. Somebody recorded this on a potato, but you can see Aaron going, woo!
And
like,
about
the question.
She
basically asked about LGBT characters, like, how they feel about adding more, so...
I'm very happy with the fact that we are slowly introducing more characters who are within the LGBTQ community. There will be more to come. I know there's one this season.
Look at her!
That you guys could look out for. There might be more, but I know there's at least one more. And I'm always hoping that we continue with different types of representation in the show. I think it's very important.
There was a cute little couple in the faunuses.
Yes.
They were cute.
Okay, so that's the end of that question.
Okay.
So, as we go back to us...
That was quick.
But, you know, she said a lot in those quick couple seconds. So the point is that there's an LGBT character that we are going to see this season. So a lot of people... Here's the thing, okay? So, Barbara is a voice actor, right? She's also the social media manager. And so I don't know if she... Like, she's a social media person. She's basically PR. So I don't know if she gets privy to more knowledge than the voice actors. But we talked about this with Aaron, right? The only way that Aaron knows if something's going on, there's three reasons, right? And the same thing with Barbara, right? Mm-hmm. Their character is in a scene with another... Well, basically, their character says it. Another character says it to their character and they're in the same scene. Or Miles and Carrie tell them for whatever reason, right?
I would honestly believe they seem to, like, hang out a lot together.
Yeah, and so
I would buy that it's entirely possible that they're just told by Miles.
With the Aaron situation from a couple weeks ago, right? Like, the idea was, like, she blatantly said Yang. Like, there is no sort of, like, ooh, maybe we'll see another one. Like, no, she just flat out said it, right? So that sort of gives the indication that maybe she had a scene with Yang that either gave her that impression or it's just something well known. This, though, is a bit more, I don't want to say of a mystery, but this could mean...
A little bit of a mystery.
This could mean a couple things, right? A lot of people think that this means that Yang is going to be gay. I'm kind of on board with that because of the Aaron evidence, but as the clip stands alone, it's like, you know, it could be a couple things, right? But that is a possibility. I'm not going to deny that being possible. I think with the Aaron clip, it makes it more possible, because it's obviously Barbara answered. She would obviously know if she had to read lines for Yang. You know what I mean? Like, she would, you know, not even put 2 and 2 together. Depending on the scene, it would be blatantly obvious, right? So that's one option, that it's Yang. Another option is it's another character that maybe has interacted with Yang's character that is saying this, right? Like, some names may come to mind, like Weiss or Blake. Like, maybe it's in a scene with Blake, and that's why Aaron's like, heh, heh, heh. You know what I mean? Like, you saw her do that, right? She was like, what? You know what I mean?
That's just Aaron. She's, like, historically been the most excited about...
Well, yeah, because she's also bi, right?
I mean, so is Lindsay.
Yeah, and so I feel like...
And then there's Barbara, who is not straight, but nonetheless is a little gay.
Continue. Who is straight, but is nonetheless a little gay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that there's that, too. You know what I mean? Like, Aaron is, like, a little Tom Holland-y. You know how Tom Holland spoils stuff? Like, Aaron's sitting here, like, laughing and, like, you know, chuckling as
Aaron
Barbara's
is
talking.
A little Tom Holland-y because Tom Holland is a little gay.
Well, that, too. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's... Like, they obviously know something, you know what I mean? And she's not being very subtle about it. Other than the obvious, like, Bumblebee interpretation of things, I guess, They may also be talking about Scarlet, because Scarlet has already been confirmed gay, and he's a part of Team Sun, who is in Mistral. I don't know if we're gonna see them again, but what she meant by, oh, we're gonna see a gay character next season, she doesn't necessarily mean, like, a brand new gay character, she just means that, like, we are gonna see another...
Character.
No, she did. I don't think she did.
New character?
I think she said, I know that we have one next season.
Okay.
I think that's kind of what she said.
I got the implication that it was going to be a new character.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be kind of weird, considering, like, when are we going to meet a new character? Like, we're just going to Mistral. I don't even think we're going to reach Atlas, so it's, like, on the road. Oh, let's go, lesbians! Like, there's just this group on their travels. No. You're right, though. It may be, like, a new character that, again, like, maybe has interacted with Yang in some capacity. So she knows. To be honest, I think, and this isn't just my bias, like, I think the Bumblebee theory is the strongest, just because of what Aaron said, and because, you know, Barbara answered the question, but again, like I said, she's also
the
sort of
idea that
PR.
they kind of like each other, I get that, but I don't know if they're gonna do...
Oh, I don't think the ship is gonna happen. I'm just saying that
they're
Yang
gonna acknowledge
liking
that
her.
they have feelings for each
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or, at least on Yang's side. That makes the most sense to me.
It'll be bi. It will be bi.
So yeah, so those are basically my theories, basically, on what's going on, is that she's talking about Yang, based off of what Aaron said. Yang has feelings for Blake, but maybe Blake hasn't returned Yang's feelings yet, and that's why, like, I'm not saying that the ship is gonna be canon. A lot of people were fighting about the ship in the comments, and they were like, oh, that doesn't mean Bumblebee's gonna be canon, and I'm like, yeah, I know. It just means that Yang has feelings for... Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, where did y'all get that from?
People do jump at the opportunity pretty strongly, I would argue.
And so, yeah, there's that. Like, my side theory is that she meant Scarlet or another, like, team member. You know what I mean? Like, somebody that, like... Because Scarlet was already confirmed, and so if we see him again, it's like, he's our gay...
in
the
anthology manga.
But they said
so
it was
like,
canon.
It was canon, but it's also
Miles
like...
said it was canon.
If you're gonna make him gay in something that people will watch.
Well, maybe that's what they're doing now. Maybe if he's coming back. I have the theory that Sage and Scarlet are dead. So, like, those are two contradicting theories that I mean, he could still be dead and gay, I guess. That's kind of sad.
Probably more likely that they're gonna be dead and gay.
My alternative theory is that she's talking about Weiss.
Yeah,
actually. Like, just...
It's gonna be wild if Ruby is the only straight person in there, but...
And I know, like, Weiss had interest in Neptune or whatever, but, you know, the girl's finding herself, and, like...
Also, there may be transgender characters. Like, don't
Oh, you know what?
People.
That's an interesting idea, too, because she did say, you know, within, like, the LGBT community. There is a T there. That would be kind of interesting.
Fuckos. Might as
A
well
lot
put
of
one
people
those.
really wanted Oscar to be the Spring Maiden. Remember that? Like, for Oscar to be trans and to be the Spring Maiden? Like, that was such a wild point.
Wait,
in the
Oscar
fandom.
being a trans man or a trans woman?
Like, that... Oh,
It was a half-baked theory.
That... He would have been male when we saw him, but he wanted to be female.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So male to female
that.
transition. I
I'm
think
good
that's
with
what
that.
people were trying to get at.
And then
other people did the other way around, where
that's a little like, come on now,
like
don't be mean.
A female to male transition, and Oscar was just miserable because, like, you know, the maiden powers invalidated his identity, or her identity. Anyway, you guys understand what we're trying to say.
I would go for that for a transgender character, because that's even more ridiculously rare.
That the thing is, though, I cannot believe that we are adding new characters at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we're good for now. That's all I'm trying to say. And so that's why I think it's somebody already established.
The characters that they have added, I always really enjoyed. Like, I really like
don't get me wrong.
Like
I like them, but I'm like, at this point, like, we're going to Mistral to Atlas. We probably won't even reach Atlas. Like, who the fuck are we going to magically find? You know what I'm saying?
I'm the transgender traveler. Going in my ways between Atlas.
Yeah, and so that's
I
what I'm
should
saying.
voice them, frankly. I should voice the transgender traveler.
I'm just saying that, like, we have enough characters already, so that's why I'm thinking it's somebody that we already know. Like Yang, or Weiss. I don't know why that would be brought up. Maybe Weiss sees Neptune again, and she's like, so Yang, can I talk to you about that? And Yang's just like, okay. And
we've all made mistakes when we were younger. Yeah. That's mine. They make Neptune trans? I would buy that. Pretty boy fucker. I'd buy that.
Okay. But yeah.
Anyway,
so it's been real. It's been fun. That's my opinion on it all.
RWBY's gonna get gay. Before...
To rank our numbers.
Hell, I don't know if you understand this, but back in the old days...
What do you mean?
All we had was fan fiction.
Oh.
For gay RWBY stuff.
Well,
now,
I came in volume 4, and that's where Ilya was.
Are here.
So
yes, you got a gay
I got a privileged.
All us fuckers had to wait a while.
What if Kira has 2 moms?
Ah, was she
I like
adopted?
that. No, I don't know. I mean...
That was actually
No, she's not adopted! It's
that was in a RWBY fanfiction where they fused 2 ovaries together
Yeah, that's
with
what I'm
dust.
saying! You can do that! I mean, not with dust, but you can do that in our world, kind of.
Can you?
Yeah, you can... Okay, so basically what they do is
you,
they have...
take the DNA
they
out
have
of
the
the
DNA
sperm?
out of the sperm, and then they
Wow.
put the DNA from the egg in the sperm, and so it's still a sperm and an egg, but it's not the guy's DNA anymore.
It's the other... Oh, wow.
It's another woman's
that
DNA.
I would feel a little weird if I was the guy of like, well, fuck, dude. I mean, I get why you'd want it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm right here.
Sperm
You've
is so
insulted
gross. Anyway,
my...
I don't want to talk about this.
Excuse you!
Anyway,
Every bodily
I hope
fluid is gross.
that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, you guys should become patrons over on Patreon. Tell us what you guys think of this clip, combined with the other clip, or just as a standalone.
I feel like we're
Yeah.
building a conspiracy wall of like red tape in between like different moments to try to find the gay.
Well, we need content, so it's like, whatever. Like, this shifted my entire schedule, and I was so happy. You know that feeling? Like, when everything just bumps up, and so you have more time, like, Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Hello, everybody, it is Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember that you guys should become $10 patrons over on Patreon, or any level of patrons, as $10 patrons get to request videos that we get to do. Our $5 patrons get early access to basically all of the content that we put out, among other rewards. And our $1 patrons get access to our Discord server. So if any of this interests you, you guys should check it out. Bye, guys.